Hi there, everybody. So glad to see you all as you are tapping in. We are live streaming right now on three platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and also on LinkedIn. Hello, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing day. It is Rashonda Pratt, known in the digital streets as the Rose Show Live, video visibility coach and producer, empowering you to build a personal brand with video. I'm so glad that you are here. Welcome to Visibility is Power TV. So, this is what we're going to do right from the bat. I'm going to give you guys some instructions here. I want you to tag or invite another CEO, founder, speaker, coach, or consultant, because I am going to bring you into a personal conversation I was having with someone about the 5 reasons why creating content matters, especially now. So if you can do me a favor, if you can go ahead in the comments there. I see you guys coming in. Thank you so much, Toy, for joining us via LinkedIn. Good to see you guys. Judy, hello, my sweet friend. Good to see you. Glad that you are here. So if you know a coach, speaker, consultant, I want them to tap in because I want to share with you why creating content, and I'm going to say video content, is really key and pivotal right now. And the reason why I want to have this conversation with you, because maybe you or the person you're going to tag into this space has said the following: I just don't see the importance of this, or I don't have time to create video. I don't have time to be on social media. Now, if you're bold enough to say, yes, Rashonda, you're coming down my lane, that's me. I have said that. Go ahead and put a thumbs up in the chat. Go ahead and put a thumbs up in the chat and let me know if you had said that. I don't have time to create social media, create video for social media. Or maybe you're a CEO or founder and have said, I feel uncomfortable creating short form video. I feel uncomfortable doing this. This doesn't feel right. Should I be doing this as a CEO? We're going to talk a little bit about that today, because the conversation that I had with someone who is a CEO, a founder, one of the things that she was talking to me about, she said, I don't have time, Ro, to create content. I know that's important because I see it all on the digital streets. And I listen to you and you tell us it's important for us to create video. But apparently she wasn't convinced. And maybe you're not convinced either. So I want to share 5 reasons today while it is necessary. Necessary, ladies and gentlemen. It's necessary. You know, when I started in the digital streets about 6 or 7 years ago, we were still trying to figure out this whole live streaming thing. We were still trying to figure out how do we use social media to get before our audience and build the know, like, and trust factor. We were still trying to figure all that out. Back then, we were trying to figure it out. Now, it's like it's a necessity. Anybody who's building a business online see that now it's a necessity for me to use content. And so I'm going to share with you the 5 reasons why creating content is a necessity, why you should be doing that. So if you're here live or even in the replay, I want to say thank you so much for joining. I'm Rashonda Pratt, known online as the Rose Show Live, video visibility coach and producer, empowering you to be seen, heard, and paid by building a personal brand with video. So if you're just tuning in, listen, do me a favor, go ahead and tag someone. I believe sharing is caring. Don't hoard all the information just to yourself. Go ahead and tag someone, tap them in so they can get this content as well. So let's dive in. Number one, why is it important or necessary for you to create content? And when I was just going to say this, when I'm talking about content, I'm focusing on video content. Now, content can be emails, it can be video, it can also be a blog, all of those things. All those things are great. But I'm honing in specifically on video content because we have seen, and the data shows how successful video content is. It's successful. People love it. I've worked in television news close to 20 years, and what I have found out is, listen, pictures and words together make the perfect marriage. So I am talking about, specifically when I'm talking about creating content, I'm talking about video. Let's get into it. Number one, leads. Aren't leads important to growing your business, right? Leads, meaning you need to talk to more people so you can introduce them to your product or service. And in doing that, they become a client. So leads are important. Creating content is a form of lead generation. Many of you who are here who are watching this right now are people who probably have followed me, seen a piece of my content, and said, hey, she's going live or has a video. I'm going to tap in and watch. Many of the people that I get to work with have come into my funnel or have become a lead because they saw my content somewhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, right? So creating content is a form of lead generation. Listen to this statistic from HubSpot. Content produces leads, right? I just said that. Listen to this. 70% learn about a brand through content versus advertising. Let me take a drink of water here. Did you just hear that? 70% of the people who are watching you, or you hope are watching you, learn about a brand through content versus advertising. I don't know about you. That means if content is going to produce more lead generation in my business, it means I probably need to create more content. Number two, one of my favorite things, and I have a real life example to share with you of this, is creating content produces a reservoir of wealthy information about your product, services, etc. We are in a culture that's driven by information, that's driven by wanting to know information and consuming information. My friend Bailey Reichert says that this is an infopreneur world that we're living in. People are driven by information and data. So when you create content, right, and you share it with your clients or potential clients, they are able to see the wealth of information about your product or services. So let me give you a real life example. Can't go into the details of what the company is right now, but I am in talks right now with a company about creating some digital product or digital course with them. And one of the things that I had to do was I had to show my on camera presence, right? So I could have created a video, or they said, if you have a video that fits this criteria, share it with us. So I went to my YouTube channel and I said, wow, I have a video that's 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to send this video. Well, I sent that video and now I'm working on that client's content. Why? Because I have created a wealth of information by creating content. Here's another example. I was talking to my recent client, Natalie McKinney, who just launched her book. And she wanted to know some strategies on how she can use live video or video, period, to get her book in front of more people. I created a YouTube video about it. Wash, rinse, repeat, copy, paste, sent her the link. And now she has this video where I've already created, right? Hey, Tabitha, good to see you, lady. Do you see that? So creating content, these pieces of video, whether it's a live video, what I'm doing now, or a short form video that's 3 to 5 minutes, what you're producing for your company is wealthy information. Did you ever think about it like that? Did you ever think about what you're creating is wealthy? Thank you, Tabitha. Did you think about that? That when I create a YouTube video for my company and for my business, what I'm creating is a wealth of information. You guys, when I talk to people about things and they want to know something, go to my YouTube channel. There's a video for that, right? And so we have to understand that when we create this wealth of information for our company around our product and our services, I mean, what would that look like if you created a video teaching people how to use your product, how to read through your book? I mean, it's a total game changer. That's valuable. But here's the other part of this, that you now are creating SEO, which helps with the web searches that now puts your information further out there. So now you have wealthy information. You ready for this? That produces wealthy presence. Just going to let that sit for you because I know that was kind of heavy and that's a lot I just put on you. You're creating wealthy information through your content that now produces wealthy presence. This is why we create content. Number three, creating content creates trust. Now, you've heard it said time and time again, if you produce video, you're helping to build that know, like, and trust factor. That is true because in a world of online catfishing, content gives us the chance to be authentic and create an everyday conversation with our people, an everyday conversation. So when you create content that builds trust, you also are educating them while you build trust. It's a win-win. That's what I'm doing now with this video. Yes, I'm talking to you about creating content. And at the same time, while I'm sharing this information with you, I'm also doing what? Creating trust for those who are new to me. Creating content builds trust. People have to know more about you before they give you their wallet. They do. And the way that you get people to know more about you is what you put out there. What are they seeing? Those who have the eyeballs have the wallet, but those who have the eyeballs also have the attention, right? People give attention to those that have their attention. Think about that. Number four, creating content is relatively inexpensive, right? I am still old school. So I bought a new camera. We're going to put that in rotation. But you guys, I am still the girl who creates content like I started 6, 7 years ago with this, my smartphone, which is relatively inexpensive. Now, here's the thing you have to understand. I'm a newsie journalist here. When I was working in TV, we needed all the bells and whistles in order to go live, right? You need a live truck, you need cables, you need cords, you need signal, all of these things. And in God's divine nature, he gave somebody this witty invention of showing us that we can go live with our smartphone. So you can create content with your smartphone that becomes a game changer. Back in the day, in order for us to create a video, we have to hire a team and an agency. And you guys, there's still places and times to use that. But for the most part, the content that your audience wants, they really don't even want it to be that edited, right? They don't want it to be that polished. So now you get an opportunity, right? In a world where everybody's trying to watch their bottom line and watch their dollars, you get an opportunity to become your own content marketing team. Especially if you're a solopreneur, right? You're already your own marketing team anyway, right? And a whole lot of other things. But you can do this with your phone. It doesn't require a lot. And that's one of the things when I work with my clients, I tell them, you guys, you have a smartphone, not a dumb phone? Then take out your smartphone and create content because it's relatively inexpensive. And number five, one of my favorite reasons why you need to really look into creating content is because, you ready for this? Someone put this in the comments. Content is the new money. Content is new money. Now, before people, when they were making their money, Vanessa Lau pulled this out, and I absolutely, she's one of my favorite content creators, and she pulled this out in her new email newsletter, and I loved it. I was looking forward to sharing it with you guys today. It talks about the 4 ways that you can make money, and back in the day, people would make money mostly through capital and labor. Capital and labor. That is mostly how people made money back in the day, right? But these new millionaires and billionaires are making money with media. Now, I believe strongly in what I'm about to tell you. And I say this all the time. Anytime I'm on a stage, anytime I'm on a podcast, I say this. And I'm going to say it to you. Maybe you never heard it before. If you are in business, social media is not about being social. If you are in business, social media is about you creating a media channel. It's about you creating your own local affiliate. Much of what I do now as a content creator is much of what I did working as a television news producer, thinking about what are the stories or the things that my audience needs to know, thinking about how much time is it going to take for me to tell this story that my audience need to know. So that's the same thing that you're doing. You're creating your own media channel. That's what you're doing in these social streets. Now, since the pandemic, we have seen something really emerge. So, according to Forbes, the content creator economy was established. Listen to this. The creator economy is estimated to be worth more than $100 billion. This is ordinary people just like you and I who are creating content with their phone or with a camera or with their laptop. These are people who are creating content and they created another economy. How powerful is that, ladies and gentlemen? But get this, get this. So while the creator economy is estimated to be worth more than $100 billion, get this. More than 50 million people worldwide consider themselves creators. 50 million people worldwide consider themselves creators, but most of them still think they are amateurs. What does that tell you? Well, it tells you a couple of things. Number one, it's not too late to get in on this, right? That means we have to make this a focus and we have to double down on it. Number two, this tells us that there's another economy out here and there's another way for me to cash in or for me to have not only impact, influence, but income. And number three, it also brings up this question of why not me? Why am I not getting into that? And I will say the reason why maybe you're not getting into that is because you don't have a plan. Maybe you don't know, you don't have a strategy. And so let me explain to you about a plan. When I started doing video about 7 years ago, I was doing video while I was still working at the local CBS station in my city. And I would leave my job as a morning executive producer going in very early in the morning. And I would pop on live video on Periscope, hit the live button, and I would talk to people on how they can pitch the media. Very interesting. But as I started to grow in that, there were some things that were just growing pains that I just didn't know because being in this online space visually was new to everybody. So I remember back then I used to go live like 3 times a week because we were just trying to figure out how this live thing works. I knew about live TV, but live streaming, that was what? And then on top of that, creating content in between my live streams in order to still engage with my people was new. But I knew that it was necessary. And what did that do for me? From showing up, right? Building while I was still at my angel investor. That's what I called my 9 to thrive back then, my angel investor. And many of you probably are like that too. Maybe you are building something while you're still working at your 9 to thrive. So let this be encouragement to you. While I was still working there, I was building this brand called The Rose Show Live with video content. And from doing that, I was able to leave my television job. I was able to leave the news industry after 2 decades and double my TV salary in 6 months. We have since traveled with this message of visibility is power to Paris, France. I've spoken at the #1 government social media conference twice. I've been on the Today Show twice, Tamron Hall Show, CBS The Talk, and I've been on many stages and platforms anywhere from the East Coast to the West Coast. Why? Because I doubled down on creating content and I made that a part of my main marketing. I didn't hide behind the scenes, I got on the scene. I didn't play small and I didn't look around at, okay, well, no other CEO is doing this. Nobody else in business is doing that. I decided to be a disruptor and totally change the game. And so I want to help you. I want to empower you to do the same thing when it comes to your brand. I want to empower you to understand that your visibility is power. You deserve to be seen, heard, and paid, and creating content after giving you those 5 reasons is the way to do it. So I'm really excited because today we're officially launching the Visibility is Power Content Tour. I should have had confetti. I should have totally had confetti. But I'm so excited because, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I needed when I started. I am so excited to launch the Visibility is Power Content Tour. The website is live right now, visibilityispower.com. Visibilityispower.com. I'm so excited. You can go check it out right now after this live. But here's what we're doing. I am merging what I've learned as a television news producer. I'm merging that with what I've learned in creating content online. So we're going to show you how to think like a producer. We're going to show you how to create content. We're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you how to create a sustainable system that it's not just something you're doing in that weekend with us, because it is hands-on, because you're going to leave with content already created. But you're going to be able to go home and wash, rinse, repeat. And the thing that's so powerful about this Visibility is Power Content Tour happening December 9th through the 11th, you ready for this? It's happening in Houston, Texas. Yes! I should have had I have like things that's supposed to say things. I should have had that over here so I could hit the button. But I'm excited because we're coming to Houston, Texas. I'm really excited about where we're going to be. This is a place that I have already tried, tested out. It's a great place to create content. We're going to be at the Moran City Center, a beautiful facility. You can see all of that right now on the visibilityispower.com website. We have all of the details here about this experience. Look at this. You can secure your spot. There's a welcome video telling you more about it. This is for the people, seriously, you guys, where your team has been asking you repeatedly, we need you in front of the camera. This is for the person who says, I don't know what to say. Do I even have enough time? Listen, more people online, and you need to be those people. So we go through all those details here. We talk about what you're going to have in this experience over 2 days, over this weekend. Here's the Moran Hotel. Isn't it beautiful? I think it's gorgeous. And we talk about the deliverables. You're going to learn how to think like a producer to create content for your niche. You're going to learn the content visibility matrix. You're going to create and shoot a week or more of content. You're going to uncover a visibility plan that's sustainable beyond the tour, develop relationships with other ambitious CEOs, speakers, coaches, and consultants. Of course, there's heavy hors d'oeuvres, breakfast and lunch, and a VIP swag bag and a special guest. Who could that be? So, listen, go check it out. I want you there because content is king, engagement is queen, and posting rules. It's not enough for you to say, yeah, I know content is king. I got it. I got it. And then there's no engagement, and then you don't ever post a video. This is the time to stop playing on the sidelines and try to figure it out. Why not come in the room and be among like-minded people, like-hearted people, so you can get the tools you need to skill up in this area? Now, here's the thing that you have to understand. This is not open to everybody. We talk about that on the website, who this is for and who this is not for. Here's the other thing you have to understand too. We only have 12 spots. And as of this morning, we're down to 11. So if you want to be a part of this, I am telling you, go ahead and grab your ticket today. Join us on tour. Visibilityispower.com. This is pretty exciting. I'm so stoked. Thank you so much. I love this. Anthony Dix, congratulations. Yes, Auntie Ro. I love it. Monique giving me the congratulations. I appreciate it. You guys, let me tell you something. This is not only what I needed a couple of years ago, but this is my heart to answer and support the people who I know you're the messenger. You're the one that God has called and anointed. And I want to come alongside you and help guide you and lead you in this process so that way you're never dreading Monday because you don't have content, that you're not dreading having that conversation with your team where you're avoiding video because you don't even know how to create it. I want us to move past that because you deserve to be seen, heard, and paid. Your message deserves to be seen. And this is the time to do it. This is my heart. And I am taking what I have labored to create all of these years and I'm putting it into this weekend to pour into you, to teach you the process that has opened up so many doors for me. You heard me share my story. That's opened up so many doors for me. I want to create that process for you. So go to visibilityispower.com. Okay. Take a look at that. Again, this experience, we only have a couple of spaces left, and we did that intentionally because we want to create an intimate experience for everyone who is in attendance. I look forward to seeing you in Houston, Texas, because now we're officially launched. You guys have been an amazing audience. If you have any questions, please make sure to comment those below. I will respond. And I look forward to seeing you in Houston, Texas, where everything is bigger. At least that's what they tell me. You guys be blessed. Thanks.